Start for your moderation. All right. And you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nitin Chatlani. I'm a San Diego BSNA member. Um,
Hi, my name is Aryan and I'm also from San Diego.
I'm Ayush. I'm from Los Angeles.
I'm Rahul. I'm from San Diego.
I'm Pratish from Los Angeles.
I'm Shivam from San Jose.
I'm Moksh from San Jose.
I'm Shivi from San Diego.
Hi, I'm Rima from San Diego.
Hi, I'm Shafali from San Diego.
I'm Rudy from SD. I'm Aria from San Diego. I'm Achi from San Diego.
Hi, I'm Young and I'm from San Jose.
okay, so the way that we're gonna run this discussion is I have a list of questions that our youth has thoughtfully created for us. I'm gonna go through these questions and I'm gonna see if the youth has any input to give on them. And then I'm gonna open up the floor to you guys at the end for questions. In between questions, if you have a comment or a question to ask to the youth in regards to the previous question, you will have 30 seconds to do so, just so that we can keep the time. All right. And let's just make sure that we're all respectful and positive towards each other's opinions, etc. All right. All right. Okay. So, our first question is, what does it mean to be Brahmin? So, Rahul, do you want to touch on that, or Suji?
Before we start the official panel, you will be addressed by someone. That is, our here is, you are our future. This is a very important sentence I am speaking. You are our future. Whatever we have done about dharma or in our respective fields, we have done it, some are still doing it, and the flag is in your hand now. Please remember, I'm speaking very strongly with you folks, and we are trying to cultivate in you our Vedic rituals, Vedic dharma, whatever it is. And in America, I have completed 49 years in one hospital. I do not know if you were here when I gave my lecture in the morning. You were here, you were not here probably. So I have been asked to tell you something about motherhood. I mentioned in my lecture early in the morning that we are learning today, mother is our first guru. Please remember this. Mother is our first guru. Guru, you understand the word? Who removes the ignorance, darkness, means gives you knowledge. So mother is our first guru. Although we receive equal number of chromosomes from the mother, from the father, in each cell of your body, whether you are male or female, doesn't matter. The maximum number of genes that are active in your body, irrespective of your gender, it is from the mother side. Clear so far? So mother is very, very important. You first lesson you get it from the mother. It doesn't mean that father is not important. Father is also very important. So this is the reason in our Vedic dharma it is said Sita Ram. We never say Ram Sita. We say Gauri Shankar. We never say Shankar Gauri. We say Radhe Shyam. Radha Krishna, why same? Radhe Shyam. Mother first, mother first, mother first, mother first. Because mother is the source of power, Shakti. And I was very happy to see everybody was, some of people telling that my mitochondria is here, my mitochondria is here. Some of you might be studying biology, you know the mitochondria, which is powerhouse of the cell. And mitochondria is given to us only from our mother, not from the father. And therefore, our Rishis and Muni put Durga Mataji as a symbol of power. Since mother is first guru, There is Saraswati Mataji is there. Alright? So we have so many goddesses in our religion. And this is the only religion where we believe in both genders. This is the only religion on earth, as far as I know. There might be learned people over here who might tell that no, there are other religions also. But female, male, we believe. So you have great responsibility, and please believe that everything said in our Veda, in our holy books, is based on absolute scientific knowledge. There are many things said in our Vedas, today's science cannot explain it. So we are far ahead, our Vedas are far ahead, far ahead, far ahead. Anything said over there has not been discarded till today. That here is something stated in Veda, it is wrong. Not till today. So have faith that you belong to a generation, you belong to a pedigree which is based on science. And I think I will stop right over here and then let us participate in the question.
Talk. I am back to the panelists here. I will go back to Rahul.
So once again, the first question that we want to ask our panelists is, what does it mean to be Brahmin? Rahul?
Being Brahmin for me means learning as much as you can because knowledge is so important. It means respecting your friends, family, and elders especially. And according to the Srimad Bhagavatam, it also means having serenity, self-control, austerity, purity, tolerance, honesty, knowledge of the Vedas, wisdom, and a firm faith.
Thank you. And now if anybody from our audience has something that they would like to add or a question that they would like to ask the panelists about this, you can do so now or in between any question. You can, yes?
What do you see the difference between Brahminism and other isms?
Any of you guys can respond to this.
Anyone?
The question.
I genuinely don't think there is a difference between being a Brahmin and being literally any other caste. I think sometimes that we kind of have the mindset that, oh, we're Brahmins, so therefore we're elitist in some way. However, this mindset needs to be completely turned around, and we need to start believing that if you possess these qualities, if you possess like honesty, if you possess the qualities that Rahul just listed, then you're a Brahmin or you have Brahma. So there is no difference.
Very good.
Thank you, Shivangi. All right. This next question is, does being classified as Brahmin matter in the modern... Okay, you can talk loud, sure.
So the short answer is basically that no, I don't think it really matters in the modern world, but that's not like it's not a negative no. I think that every single person has a responsibility, whether they're Brahmin or whatever caste, whatever religion, whatever creed they are. I think everybody has a responsibility to be a good person and learn as much as they can and make humanity better. Like that's on everyone. So I don't essentially think that we as Brahmins should be leaders of the society and teaching people what to do. I think we can learn from others and others can learn from us, but we all have to just be the best people we can be. And that's the important part.
Well said. Yeah, do you have anything you would like to add?
Adding on to what Achi said, does being classified as Brahmin matter in the modern world? As she said, short answer, no, I don't think, because in modern world, I think it's time that, we just respect everyone, and being like the top doesn't matter that much anymore, and I think it's time that, we should just respect humanity, and, everyone should respect everyone.
Again, does anybody from the audience want to add to this or have a question? Yes, Madita auntie.
Peter, I just want to add one thing बच्चों को बताने के लिए, and I think you will understand Hindi, कि बहुत अच्छी बात है कि फर्स्ट होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है अब, फर्स्ट सब हो जाए, सभी हैं फर्स्ट, आप उनको भी रिस्पेक्ट करिए और वो भी आपको रिस्पेक्ट करें, उनका भी धर्म अच्छा, मेरा भी धर्म अच्छा, मेरा भी परिवार अच्छा, उनका भी परिवार अच्छा, पर पहले जरा मेरा परिवार अच्छा, ये बात माननी पड़ेगी। आप इस समुदाय, आप इस घर में है ना, आप ब्राह्मणों में बॉर्न हुए, यही आपका ट्रुथ है, आपका स्किन कलर चेंज हो जाएगा, हेयर, बाल, आपकी सराउंडिंग्स चेंज हो जाएगी. सिर्फ one truth will remain, will end with you when you leave this world, or with me, that I was born in this Brahmin family. That's the only truth. उसको respect करना है कि thank you so much God for this beautiful life in here. But they are also very nice. Other people are also equally nice or maybe better, right? So we have to love and respect. That's what we are trying to learn and imbibe in ourselves and others.
Thank you, Mother Tanti.
Thank you.
Does anybody from the panel want to respond to that before we go to the next question from that gentleman? Anyone? No. Okay.
Can I just say one thing? Sorry, one thing, Auntie. I respect your opinion, but I also feel like there's a lot of qualities that when we leave this earth, those are the qualities that we leave behind of ourselves. Like, yes, we are Brahmin, that's what we were born into, and we can't change that. But I also think like there's other things that are far more important, that even if you weren't born Brahmin, you could leave behind that you're a great surgeon or a great author, all these things. And I don't think Brahmin is the only thing that we leave behind. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Right.
And just a reminder, for each question from the audience, we're going to try to limit it to 30 seconds for the sake of time. All right. Did you have a question?
I did not have a question, but I have an observation that we have some, and this for the young generation here. We had some beautiful lectures today. One of the lectures pointed out that while the words were being translated from Sanskrit and Hindi into English, they murdered so many words. And one of them is caste. That's why I want you, somebody brought up caste here, Brahmin is a caste. It was Varna, and it did not put anybody higher or lower than the others. But when it got translated into caste system, that's when all these divisions happened. So there was not an intent of our Vedas or forefathers to create different castes, one higher than the lower.
Thank you, Uncle.
While that is one way of looking at it, in my opinion, there's no way that you can justify putting an untouchable caste and having a Brahmin caste when supposedly Brahmins are the closest to God. If you look at the way Hindu society or even the Indian culture, our culture looks at untouchables, even to this day, there is no arguing that there is an elitism in place. So I don't know about the translation of the word caste. However, the caste system is a thing that's so deeply ingrained into our society that it is a ranking system.
स्कूल में पढ़ा दिया ना गलत 6th grade में, गलत पढ़ा दिया बच्चों को. 6th grade में history book गलत पढ़ा दिया है. FIA is working towards it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. In 6th grade, I learned also about the caste system, and I agree with Shivi how it's engraved in her curriculum. And I understand how you said that it wasn't supposed to be interpreted into caste, but then why are we calling our association Brahmin Samaj? That's just staying with what was interpreted. Why is it not called something we'll touch up later, Brahm Samaj, or Hindu Samaj, as other people say?
Arya, thank you for coming up with that. That's excellent. I am so much grateful to all of you for coming up with these excellent ideas and solutions and what I wanted to hear. But one small addition here is, this year the theme, if you notice very well, it also called the theme as a Hindu values. So the Brahminic values are nothing but it stems from the Hindu values. So I think those two words we're trying to use interchangeably. Although the Brahmins, as everyone has commented already, is the name of a Varna from the ancient, as per the texture, the text written in the ancient time, but it was also it talks about some of the values that may be called as Brahmin, that Manu Samhita. We'll have another panel, we'll be discussing about that. Manusmriti actually talked about that. What should be the qualities that are worth for calling Brahmin? But they are still all the Hindus. So I think they are interchangeable words, that's right, Hindus and Brahmin. But the question you asked, very nice, why is Brahmin Samaj, why not other? But I guess this is an open question for all our audience to debate and to answer if anyone can. But thank you very much for very excellent going panel. Go ahead. Yes.
Hey,
Once
kids.
again,
Hey
sorry.
kids,
Just sorry. Can we just make sure to keep these questions very short because we have a lot of material
sure.
to get through.
I just want to kind of, just touch upon that untouchable kind of things. So, that untouchable thing, if you just guys go to the history, go to the history and all, that was not the intent. Untouchable was not the word in the Varna system, right? It was Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya and Brahmins, right? There was never untouchable there. If you guys go through the history, there were kind of some vested interests who wanted to create a division in the society, and that's the reason why these untouchables came in, and we're still living with that. So,
the British,
right, the British. I didn't want to name them, but yeah, that's the whole thing, right?
Just one last thing, super quick. I understand that it was a mistranslation, but also at the same time, we are divided. Like, that's a fact. If I go to India and our taxi driver is of a lower caste, he won't eat with us. Like, that's so weird. I offer them food, and even for their brains, they're so embedded in them that we can't eat with you, you're a Brahmin. They've literally given me that reason. So for whatever reason, whatever mistranslation, the fact is that it's there, and we need to change that. No matter why it was there, we can't excuse that, but it needs to change.
Yeah.
You do it.
So okay, I'll just talk about it. So the next, there it is, okay. The next question is, do you think that the caste system is outdated, especially in America where all men are created equal? Ayush, do you want to touch on that?
Yeah. So as we were talking about in the last question, of course it's outdated in almost every single way. Just like slavery, it existed, but it's our past. It's not part of us anymore. But we did. Some of us were talking about. We were concerned that we believe we still. Some of our parents tell us, "Oh, you're Brahmin. Did you know you used to be a priest?" We still have some traces that I believe that we should kind of, get rid of. We shouldn't go back to it again.
Thank you. All right. This next question is a two-part question, and that is, do you plan on practicing Brahmanism with your family?
I would show them what Brahmanism is, and if they would like to follow it, I would allow them to follow it. But if they didn't like it as much, then they wouldn't have to follow it. There's no rule that you have to follow one religion and you can't follow any other.
Thank you. And the second part of that question is, do you plan on preserving your culture and heritage? And also, how do you plan on doing so? Arya?
So yes, of course I want to preserve my culture. For me, my culture isn't my last name and it's not my caste. It's the cultures and traditions that my parents taught me, such as being a good person to everyone you meet, respecting yourself, others, elders especially, learning as much as you can. Those aren't just Brahmanic values, those are that should be everyone's values, right? So I just want to say that, of course I want to keep those traditions alive and pass them down. Maybe not necessarily in the same way, but the same way that I was taught without maybe the same labels.
All right. The next question is, what are your thoughts on intercaste marriage? Shivali?
My thoughts on intercaste marriages are that it should be the person who's getting married's decision, not the society's decision, not the parents' decision, because I feel like it's who they have to spend the rest of their life with. Not the society doesn't have to spend the rest of their life, make a family with them. They have to.
All right, Achi, do you have anything to add?
Honestly, I think she covered it pretty well. But I just have one thing. This is where it's most prominent that our caste system does exist. Because when you introduce somebody who's not the same caste for whatever reason, before everyone's equal, all castes are equal, but suddenly, oh my God, you should be marrying a Brahmin. That's when the caste system really comes into play. So I think that is a very important topic to discuss.
Thank you. And just a reminder, let's just be respectful to all of our panel members and make sure that they are being heard.
Moms, any questions?
Yeah, any questions?
Yes. Questions. Mrs. Vyas will have a question.
Okay.
Please, miss.
And just one more time, keep them under like 30 seconds.
I just want to tell you, beta.
So you are quite right, I firmly with you. But there are, well, we don't discard the other aspect totally. Brahmin, no, I'm not talking about caste system at all. I'm talking about the influence of your parents and your relatives who are well-wishers. Their influence to you is quite wiser because of the time experience they have had all these years. So they have a little bit better vision of whom you're going to be associating with is how he is or she's going to be. So your spouse, you may be in the infatuation and love and everything, and maybe because of your age that you have not matured and seen the Christmases we have seen, so that we have a little bit better input. So what I would recommend to you, that of course this decision is yours. You are the one who's going to live the lives with them. And I want you to make that full decision. But always take little guidance from your elderlies, those who are well-wishers. Doesn't have anything to do with the past. Has nothing to do with the past. And then put that angle. We had a beautiful lecture by Salilji today in the morning. And he explained, when we were not, that how everybody's perceptions are so different. Right? So your perception for a particular person may be limited to your knowledge and your experience. And also when you are in love, you tend to ignore certain things, right? Perception of your parents comes totally selfless. Totally, they have absolutely no reason to see any agenda in their mind except to help you. So listen to their perspective, put it in your knowledge, and then see if you want to still how your angle changes or not. That's all.
Does anybody else want to add to that? Okay, and I'm just gonna. You guys will be able to hear the time.
Just very quickly, would you all want a world in which, at the moment of birth, the baby is given to someone else, and that person gets someone else's baby? No names are used, only numbers, and people raise the children as everyone is equal. Just a question to think about.
I mean, do you know this is happening?
No, ma'am. I'm saying that the way you're discussing this, it would be very easy to eliminate all this. All you have to do is at random choose a person, have children with them, give the child to someone else, accept the child from another biological person. There'll be no caste system. Everyone will get paid equal in a class.
You're talking about communism, yes.
No, ma'am, I'm not talking about that. I'm just
But I think the point that he's.
I'm sorry, let me finish this thing. You can call it whatever you want, okay? That's okay. But in this utopian society, there are no castes, okay? Every child that goes to school, regardless of what grade they make, they all get C's, which is an average grade. And everyone, when they graduate, they get paid the same thing, whether you do this or you do that. I'm only asking you, would you like a world like that? Because it will have no caste, no distinction among humans on the basis of their
can I answer that,
potential.
So
That's all. Thank
we're
you.
saying that there shouldn't be a caste system that you're born into, because we have done absolutely nothing in our lives to this point to achieve the title Brahmin. We're still 17. My sister's 13. Like, there's nothing that we've done in our life up till this point that we've achieved the label Brahmin.
Yeah.
You're talking about we should eliminate social casteism because people are smarter than other people. None of us here are saying that you shouldn't reward hard work and intelligence. We have done nothing, we've not worked for this title, is the point that all of us are trying to make.
So you can discriminate if you work for the title. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think that that's discrimination.
No, I'm asking a question. It's a simple question, and your answer is no. You don't want to discriminate, correct?
I think what we're trying to go for here is that we just want to eliminate not necessarily the title of being Brahmin, but the idealism that comes behind it. And what we want to do is we don't want to eliminate all of the ties that we have to our family and our cultures and our heritage, but we just want to make sure that those things that are tied to us do not affect how we are perceived by anyone else.
Very good.
So moving on to this next question. Do you think that the treatment of women in our culture is equal to that of men? And I think Moksh had something to say about that.
Yeah, I don't really think it's equal because, like, I'll give you an example. The Karva Chauth Vrat, we see women, not eating the whole day, and then we see men on the sofa eating potato chips and watching TV. Like, I don't think that's in anywhere equal. Another example I like to give is like the household work. Women, work 9 to 5 and then come home and go straight to the household work, dishwasher, laundry, all of that. And what we see, men on the TV, again, watching TV. So, please explain how this is equal.
Yes, and I think Moksh just became every auntie's favorite.
Oh, yeah.
So. All right, does anybody else want to add to that? No? All right, okay, moving on to the next. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So I agree with Moksh that
not only the Brahmin, that is something to do with the social problem. That is not specific to Brahmin.
Hinduism culture. So,
just the culture in general.
It's a culture in general.
Yeah.
But they do for a love and affection. Remember, the Karwa Chauth, the ladies they fast so that their husband can live longer.
But why can't men do that for women?
So I have a question.
Let's make sure that we're not talking over each other, everyone. Let's go one at a time. So why don't you respond to that, and then we can come back.
I have a question for all of you. Like when you were all getting married, probably your mom asked your mother-in-law that आपकी बेटी को खाना बनाना आता कि नहीं?
हाँ ये सच में है.
Right? So probably your mom asked your soon-to-be mother-in-law that आपकी बेटी को खाना बनाना आता कि नहीं? If your mother-in-law said no, then then she wouldn't marry you to her daughter.
What's your name?
Shivam.
Shivam. Let's have another round of applause for Shivam, yeah?
What's your last name?
That was the old socio-economic conditions, and they are totally stand on the.
My grandma told me this story that her brother, when it was her brother's birthday, then her father used to celebrate it very lavishly, langurs, right?
Yeah.
Then her father used to have langurs in her village. When it was her birthday, they did nothing. They did nothing. Like she was sleeping the whole day. That's all.
I want to say something.
Sure.
Just a second. Generally, for those people who are priests, generally after doing puja, they say putravan bhava. हम नहीं सुने कभी पुत्रवती भव भी कहे होंगे, तो अब चेंज करें पुत्रवती भव भी कहें पुत्रवान भी कहें.
So you folks are right. These are all the old stereotypes. Some of them have been broken, even in our generation. I'll give my personal example. We have 3 boys and 3 sons, rather. And when our daughter was born, that's the reason we have 4 children. When our daughter was born, we had a celebration, and people asked us, people celebrate when they have boys, and you're celebrating because you have a daughter born. I said, yes, we're extremely happy. She's the jewel of our eye. The role to break the stereotypes started in our generation. We did that. My wife taught all of my sons how to cook, and they do. We take pride in that. So I'm counting on this generation to break those stereotypes and create that equality that you're talking about.
Thank you.
One thing more. To say what you mentioned. See, ultimately, indirectly, any fasting, whether routinely or periodically, if it is done, it is very useful for the health. So indirectly, it is the Karwa Chauth breath or fasting is indirectly, ultimately going to be benefited for the girl or the whosoever is doing it. It is to help to them more.
Alright, everybody, let's make sure that we're not talking over one another. Who on the youth would like to reply to that?
Oh, not next question. Sorry. As a response to that.
Oh, not only female, male also keeps fast like नवरात्रि से नवरात्रि होता है और कई फेस्टिवल हैं कई इवेंट्स हैं जिस पे हम लोग फास्ट रखते हैं मैं खुद पूजा कराता हूँ फास्ट रखता हूँ तो फास्ट के बाद जो है पूजा के बाद तो जो है प्रसाद लेता हूँ
So, again, guys.
When do males last for females? That's what I want.
There is no discrimination at all.
The board no. So during the puja day, I fast all the day. My wife doesn't. I mean, she's hard, but so that means normally traditionally Hindu culture. So male as a priest. So as long as the priest. The activities is there, the male are doing the fasting. That time the women are not, right? But for actually the opposite thing is happening. Yes, the females are. So I guess it is balanced in our Indian culture, but the point when you are raising that, you have to also talk the other way. Like what are the instances when the males are doing the fasting? That's what I.
Thank you, Uncle. Wait. So first we're going to ask the youth to respond to that. Okay, sure.
Very quick question. On the past maybe on the hindsight, watch at the same presentation and his presentation, that female have more mitochondria, come from mitochondria, they have more energy. So reduce their energy levels so they can
That's good. Alright, you guys can respond to that, and then I think we have one more comment there.
I have something to add. Mostly when a couple goes to like an Indian party or like a group or a birthday party, usually the men insult the females.
Let's just make sure that we are all being respectful. I think that was just a light.
No mind.
Yeah, we're just gonna pass. Alright, anybody else want to add to that, or should we move on?
Yeah, right here.
Want to add? Let's add something. Alright.
I think it was taking different time, but I just want to ask you guys, talking about fasting. So there are tremendous benefits of fasting, but Pathak uncle is going to tell later. But you need to look at a research done on called autophagy.
Yes.
Autophagy, which was rewarded by a Nobel Prize a few years back to a Japanese scientist. So look, search about it, and then we'll talk about fasting with Pathak uncle.
So if fasting is so like healthy and like we should do it, why don't men do like the same amount of fasting we do? Okay, some might do, but not all of them do. Not nearly the amount like us.
Okay, so we're gonna move on from this question. Thank you to all the participants. Uncle, next question. We're gonna move on to the next question. Okay, this next question is, do you believe that accepting dowry is moral? Shefali?
I do not believe that accepting dowry is moral because I don't think there's like nearly enough money in the world that can like compare to the like life of a woman. Because you're basically just like giving away like the woman for money, right? So I don't think like a car, money, animals, jewelry, money can even like go towards the woman's life. Her whole entire life is not worth that much money. And this is just like supporting the exact same idea as a man's life is worth more than a woman's.
Wow.
And I hate the fact that people sometimes justify a dowry as on the premise that it's a gift. Gifts aren't demanded. Dowries are demanded from families. And if we talk about how, like Mr. Pathak was saying, that women's first, mother first, mother first, mother first, If we obviously respect women, then why aren't they not respected in this aspect? Why aren't they put a price upon?
And I just want to acknowledge really quickly that we're not saying that this is very, very prevalent in today's society. We just mean it still does happen, but it shouldn't.
So I think Rudy was making an amazing point with like why, like with the mother first thing, like we in our cultures we see the woman's role as a mom. We don't see her as a woman. We see her as she's going to be someone's mother. She is someone's mother. So we need to change that mindset. Not all women want to have children. Like, I know how surprising that sounds to everyone here, but not everyone wants to be a mom in their life. We've defined a woman's role as when she gets married, she goes into someone's house and she has someone's kids. She doesn't have her individualistic role in society. We've always defined her as someone's mom, someone's wife, someone's something, someone's daughter. Like, why can't she be herself?
Okay. Well, just to add on to everyone's point, I just want to say that having like this dowry system in place, it's just another systemic way that women are meant to be controlled, and it perpetuates this notion that, again, like Shivani said, a woman is just the property of a man, whether that be her father or her husband. And if we're ever going to try to move towards equality, one gender cannot be seen as property while another is an owner. Like, we cannot have equality if...
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so a lot of people are saying these are stereotypes and they don't really exist too much. I don't want to embarrass anyone or anything, but could you raise your hand if your family received a dowry?
Anyone, extended family too.
Oh, I did.
Oh, wait.
Does that include your parents?
Yes.
To your parents, to your parents.
So that's a good like 1/8, 1/16 rooms. That's a good club.
I have a comment to make. The comment is very simple. My parents came from a time where the rule was that the sons got the, I'm not saying it's correct, the sons got the inheritance. It was my maternal grandfather's way of giving money to my father's family to give part of the wealth to her as she started her family. That's what it was. I don't recall there being anybody holding a gun to someone's head saying we need this much money from you.
I think the point that the youth are trying to make is that it was seen as something that is societally like that is what is going to happen. It was kind of like a standard that was set against everyone. And again, it's not something that happens today, so we completely understand if that happened in the past, but we just want to make sure it does not continue in the future.
It's not continuing now, because my wife and I, when we got married, nobody exchanged any money. In fact, my father-in-law clearly said that there will be no money exchanged in this wedding other than whatever we share for the wedding itself. My wife
and I came to this country when I was 2, so I'm just like you.
And I completely agree with that.
I'm over here and I'm listening to you all because I was just like you.
She was 2 years old when she came. He was 9 years old when he came. So they come from a very different family.
I cannot read and write Hindi,
and she herself has 3
I'm like
kids.
you.
So different. She's
I
like
grew up
you.
here.
She's one of you. But you married.
And I do try to.
And I married a Brahmin.
And she married a Brahmin.
But not because.
The point, I'm not talking about just. So,
not because he was a Brahmin, but because I liked him and he liked me.
So the reason I asked this question was not because I'm saying that I'm not talking specifically about dowries, but I've been seeing throughout like almost, well not almost all, but a lot of the questions people have been saying that there's these are stereotypes. I'm just trying to show that it's not just stereotypes, and as you can see, people in the room, it's still prevalent. I'm not saying it's dowry, okay. Maybe,
it's not a standard anymore, but it does happen.
Yeah, but I'm saying for other things too, maybe arranged marriages, I'm not sure.
That's Arya. That's awesome. Yeah, just yell, it's fine. We don't need to
I also think, kind of like the atmosphere in this room, nobody's really trying to attack anybody. Like, we realize that we're all from different generations and it keeps getting better every generation. We're not trying to attack, or you're not trying to attack. We're literally just trying to work together to fix something that is a problem. Nobody should be offended here or upset.
And now, one of the last questions, we only have a couple more, is why do we not invite non-Brahmins to this convention / this organization? Aryan?
So me and Ashi were discussing about this, and let's say there's a Jewish society or like a Catholic society, and let's say one of you guys wanted to go to one of their meetups or conventions. You would feel different. You wouldn't feel like you belong in that association. So let's say a non-Brahmin came to this convention or Brahmin Samaj convention. How do you think they would feel? They would see the Brahmin right on the title. And I understand how many people said how Brahmin was a misinterpreted thing and the caste system was misinterpreted. But I heard so many times in just this panel the word caste being brought up in Brahmin, and I really like the idea of someone said that they married someone not because they were just a Brahmin, but because they actually liked them. So I'm proposing an idea. Why don't we remove the word Brahmin and let's make it like Brahm, or like some other people up here said, like Hindu.
Yes?
A couple of things.
And we're also running short on time, right? 4:30.
It's wonderful. You guys given a fantastic, interpretation, the discussion. Two things. Like every time I've been brought, Brahman. In this, our conference, it's not limited to only Brahmins. And the non-Brahmin can become member of BSNA. Okay, that was founded 25 years ago. So there's no restriction. We have Gupta, we have, like Singhs, we have others be a member of the BSNA. They can join. They can come to, we have had attendance where the attendants are gone. No, but I'm telling Mahajan is here. So there are a lot of other people. The point which I like to impress upon you, why Brahmins, or what we need to keep different, because if you go to the other religions, if you go to the Jewish religion, you do have, like they have the different things, the bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, and their Kohen, Levi, they are their priests, they're the one who perform the ceremonies. And they protect, they keep track. The only thing is that if we do not, who is going to take what, Hinduism, to keep our shastras, our rituals, our knowledge, and that's the things which we do. The Brahmins have been doing it. Anybody else can do it. There are priesthoods who are non-Brahmins. But the point is that you need to protect, preserve, and your values, Hindu values, if you want to call it. There's not, but that has to be, somebody has to take leadership in that, and that's the role what Brahmin have done before. And I would suggest that for you all, learn the scriptures, have the knowledge, learn the puja, do everything else, and proceed with that. And you are every time with us.
So okay, just one information. Last year हम लोगों ने हिस्ट्री में क्या था कन्वेंशन, यहाँ से मिश्रा जी भी, विनोद जी भी, कई लोग गए थे, सुकृत सब लोग गए थे. वहाँ हम लोगों ने अग्रवाल, गुप्ता और तमाम लोगों को इनवाइट किया था. Nobody complained yet to me that I would not join you because you are doing Brahman Samaj convention. Nobody complained yet. And they are multi-million dollar guys. They are all involved throughout America. Some of them are the friends of George Bush and even Trump. So I am saying that those we need to communicate with them. We need to tell them right thing. What's our motto? What we are doing to promote Hinduism. And that's why one guy from Houston, Agrawal, with Dr. Sen Pathak, we agreed to go to the meet George Bush, and since then there is the police celebration in White House. So Brahmins are behind that. And yet people see me, meet him, and nobody complains why you invited me in Brahman Samaj. Nobody complained. Okay, thanks.
Yes, sir,
Can I make some general comments?
Sure, sir.
Just give me 1 second.
Yes, sir, thank you, Arun. It's a wonderful questioning and wonderful answers, and we are working together. But we have to remember a few things. What we call the field of Agyana, what we call nations. We always have a perfectly pure system designed to begin with. You can do that, but always there is going to be noise. There is going to be, over the period of time, always going to be corruption, pollution, and all those terminologies and the way we treat each other. It's going to be universal phenomena. It is universal phenomena. If you want to really do the understanding of the world and world process, you have to somehow define the identities appropriately. Creating the identity, dismantling the identities, and recreating the identity. This process has to go on, otherwise world will not exist at all. For example, let me give you an example here. If I ask you of the comments made here, beautiful comment, equality. All men are created equal. Can I ask you, my dear friends, you are my friends, you are my teacher here today. Can I ask you, have you ever looked at the constitutional crisis that is happening for more than 200 years in defining this? Equality was not only for white American. Male was considered to be equal in terms of the political rights. Women were not included. Blacks were not included, non-whites were not included, and Supreme Court has been redefining over and over and over. This is the against case, for example, Brahma Samaj defining or this. There is no identification that can be very perfect. For example, let me give you an example. In the puja, according to Vedic tradition, in the puja, if you are married, husband and wife sit together to perform puja. If wife is not there, the murti has to be there or picture has to be there. Otherwise you cannot perform any Vedic puja. Am I making clear? So there are equality in that sense, but there is inequality in the other sense. And the medical profession knows very well. Why do we have Women's Department of Healthcare? Why do we have? Because there is specificity. There is specificity, you are a woman, they have some special characteristics that have been taken. It does not mean that you have to discriminate. So this is very important. Some male characteristics are unique, some female characteristics are unique, other characteristics are very common, just like half male, half female. So make sure what you have to do is our future. Define the criteria, not one, but many, that we can look at this question of equality, discrimination. These are very bad words. There's never existed in this cosmos what we call the classless society. This society is very much full of classes. Europeans have been very full of classes. They call it different names, but look at the entire Graha Sutra. If you want references from me, I will give you the latest PhD done by a scientist on all the Graha Sutra from all the Vedas, recently published from Vivaha Sanskar. And he found out not even single times any kind of disparity or discrimination or insulting or dominating either woman or man. Not even single place it has been done. What has been being done? Corruption or pollution of those ideas. That's what I would request you. Read through properly, think through properly, and all the corruption solutions that we have come in the society, you should deal with all together with the parents, purge them out. Redo it, reclassify. Thank you so much.
So I totally agree. I agree with all the points that were made, but I heard the word Brahmin so many times, and I would like to see how many people here aren't like Brahmin or aren't like married to a Brahmin. How many people here? Wait, I would like an answer before.
HFG said first, to add to that, I will tell you, we BSNA also have a lot of members who are not Brahmin.
We're not. Wait, so where in the room are they?
Mr. Gunasam Chidara, that is the father of Sanjay. They are not Brahmin, but they are Marwari. So, but they are also member of BSNA. Mr. Abdus Agarwal is our big. We have many. Non-Brahmin.
So why is it called BSNA then? Why
So
not
hold on, guys.
Let me tell you what bylaws.
Okay. So we're going to move on to the next question.
Charitable, religious, charitable, educational, cultural organization.
Facial expression लेना जॉन हम लोगों का hot topic.
Anybody? Okay? And this is what the खाली bylaws of the investment. IRS. Okay?
So
आवाज भी सुन सकते हैं.
So I just think the one thing that we need to acknowledge is that we're not, when we talk about BSNA, we're not looking at, our last names like Arya said, or, our status. We're looking at people who want to be part of this organization because of the values that it stands for. When you look at a church, you don't see a certain group of people that has to be the pastor. You see someone who's passionate about what they want to talk about and what they want to pass on to the people that they're talking to. And I think that that's kind of what the youth want to pass on, is that we should have that kind of openness, that it should not be exclusive or should have to be led by Brahmins. And that's basically it. So we're going to move on to the next question. And this is our last one. So it is. Why don't we ever have non-Brahmin professionals or adults be part of these panel discussions to share their opinions on the role of Brahmins and Brahmanism? Arya?
So I think this is a really important question to consider because we have so many respected professionals, giving these lectures and these panels and leading them, and they're all Brahmin, right? So why don't we ever have a non-Brahmin give their opinion on the role of Brahmins in society and how their, I hate to say this, their position in the caste system affects them, and what is their opinion? Because we're here, bless you, we're all part of the same caste, right? We don't have an outside opinion. I think to fully educate ourselves and to learn from others as well, we need an outside opinion, not just from a Brahmin perspective. That's it. Thank you.
So that wraps up our discussion. If any of you guys have questions, feel free to approach any of us after this. But we are done as of now. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.